Mic check, mic check. What's going on, world? You already know it's your boy SB, and I'd like to welcome y'all back to episode 15 of season 5 of the Roll Up Podcast. As always, before we get started, I just want to say thank you to each and every one of y'all that's supporting the movement. I really appreciate all the love that y'all showing on social media, all the feedback, the shares, the comments. It really blows my mind, man, that we here, on episode 15 of season 5. So thank you for spending some time with your boy. If you're new to the campaign and you just want to show some love to the movement, be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. I'm going to drop that link in the description. Be sure to follow on all social media at the Roll Up Podcast as well. Be sure to check out the SauceBradyExperience.com. That's the official hub of the Roll Up Podcast. Got a lot of great content coming down the way. And the one sure way to stay up to date with what's going on is to stay locked in to the SauceBradyExperience.com. Also, be sure to check out the Sauce Factory. Grab you some merch. You can use code TRUPOD, that's TRUPOD, to receive 30% off your order. The Season 5 merch collection going crazy right now. I'm working on the all-female line as well, so y'all be on the lookout for that, because that shit finna go hard. Also, I have 2 books for sale right now on Amazon and Barnes & Noble. One is titled Here's the Truth. The other is titled You Deserve Better. They both go hand in hand when it comes to chasing your dreams. So if you need that extra motivation to push you towards your calling, make sure you grab one of those 2 books. And lastly, I'll be doing a new campaign titled Gaming with Sauce, where I sit down, live stream some of my favorite video games, and we could do a Q&A just so y'all can get to know me a little bit better outside of the podcast. So y'all be on the lookout for that as well. But, now that we got that taken care of, it's time that we dive into today's discussion. If you've been clawing towards your goals for the last year and you've sacrificed everything to make ends meet, this is your sign to affirm to you that the time is to secure the bag is here. As we carry each episode with us throughout this year, we are shedding old habits and mindsets to set ourselves up for years to come. One key element that a lot of people don't account for, or they make excuses for, is our environment. The people we spend the most time with every day says a lot about us. The content that we consume on the daily shapes the way we view the world. So it's safe to say that we are all a product of our environment. To help bring clarity to our vision, to ensure that we are in a healthy situation, let's jump into today's quote to help guide us in the right direction. Today's quote is by W. Clement Stone, and it reads, "You are a product of your environment, so choose the environment that will best develop you towards your objective. Analyze your life in terms of its environment. Are things around you helping you towards success, or are they holding you back?" Outside of distractions and using our time poorly, being in an unfavorable environment can and will stunt the growth of your dreams. Being surrounded by people who only think inside their bubble can kill a dream that no one knows. Being surrounded by people who don't know when to be quiet can prevent you from entering rooms that require you to listen. Putting yourself in awkward situations because you know your limits, then crying because you touched the stove knowing that it's hot, can stop you from leveling up in life. But the key to unlocking the next level of life is to take note of your environment and make the required changes to tailor to the direction you are headed. In the last season, we talked about the importance of tending to your garden. We talked about removing excess weeds, removing negative energy, removing small thinkers, removing the dead weight, etc. This episode falls right in line with that conversation. Because the truth of the matter is, when a flower isn't blooming, you don't destroy the flower, you simply change its environment. If you aren't progressing the way you should, it may be the environment that's stifling your creativity. The key thing that I want you to understand in this episode is that sometimes life requires you to reset your life. Reset your surroundings, reset your thought processes, reset your friends list, and the list of people who have access to you. It's very uncomfortable leaving certain people at the stage that they're in, especially when we want them to come with us. But the one thing about the journey is that everything comes with a cost. Resetting your environment may piss off a lot of people, but at the end of the day, what you do with your life is 100% your responsibility. Resetting your life may require you severing ties with people you've known for years, not out of spite or ill intention, but the simple fact that y'all are going in two different directions and you've served your purpose in their life and vice versa. That's why being mindful is important. By taking inventory of your life, adjusting and tweaking along the way, you're ensuring that the environment that you've created is beneficial to your goals. As we've touched on in earlier episodes, change is very uncomfortable, but the faster you can make changes, the faster you can align with your purpose. The more we let go of what was, the more we will see what can be. Because the truth is, man, life is going to be hard. It's going to be unfair. You might lose more than you win. Some days you might win more than you lose. But the power of taking note of your environment helps you stay centered and focus on the mission at hand. We've seen what happens when we fall victim to the negative voice in our head. But what's going to happen when we change the narrative to something positive? I'll tell you. We will see our life from a different perspective. We will invite relationships that are rooted in love and reciprocation. We will invite opportunities of abundance and opportunities to help others that were once in our shoes. We will gain the courage to keep going because all the things that told us to quit are no longer in the picture. Here's the truth. We are responsible for every aspect of our life. We are responsible for how we respond to certain situations. We are responsible for our decision making. We are responsible for our goals. We are responsible for being attentive to life situations and to know how to navigate each test with a positive attitude. The faster that we can clean up our environment, the faster we can tap into our creative genius. The more we pour into our environment, the more our environment pours into us. So starting today, I want you to take note of your environment. If it's supporting your growth, keep doing what you're doing. If it's not, it's time to do some winter cleaning. Because seasons are changing, opportunities are coming, and opportunities are going. And I want to end today's episode with a question. Are you going to be prepared to walk into this new season? Or are you going to procrastinate and let the small minds around you trick you into giving up again? Because at the end of the day, the choice is yours. So as always, man, I appreciate y'all, spending some time with your boy. It's a short episode today, but I feel like the contents of what's in here is definitely enough to give you that flame under your ass to get up, get to it. As always, man, check out the SauceBreadyExperience.com. Make sure you subscribe to the campaign via Apple Podcasts and Spotify Podcasts. I'm also going to drop the link so y'all can follow the campaign via YouTube as well. And as always, man, roll you a doobie, man. You deserve it. It's your boy. Peace.